One of the things that we'll be watching closely is Donald Trump heading to Texas to see the devastation for himself very closely. He's going to be leaving in just about 20 minutes, and we'll watch for those pictures live at 8:30 Eastern when he's estimated to be leaving the White House. Aarti is in our bureau in Washington, and she's going to set things up for us there. It's a pretty packed schedule for the president, Aarti, as he confronts the first major natural disaster of his presidency.
Yes, good morning to you, Heather. So this is, as you mentioned, the first trip Donald Trump will make as president to the site of a natural disaster. So this is an opportunity to take on the role as comforter-in-chief to the millions impacted by this tropical storm. Now, this is taking on a role that we haven't really seen from the U.S. president before. Of course, he will also be surveying the damage, offering support, and he said that he wants to make sure all appropriate assistance is getting to the folks who are in most need. Now, as you mentioned, he and the First Lady will be departing shortly, and they'll be heading to Corpus Christi first, and they'll be departing from Washington. It's a deliberate move to not travel to Houston to avoid complicating rescue efforts and the work of emergency crews. Harvey made landfall in the Corpus Christi area on Friday, so the focus there is more on recovery and cleanup. His second stop in Texas will be in Austin, where he'll tour the Emergency Operations Center and receive a briefing on the situation in that state. Now, Trump has also pledged that every asset at his command is at the disposal of crews in Texas. And he says as the storm moves, help will also be focused on Louisiana, too. And he plans to visit that state when it's also appropriate. Now, recovering from a storm of this magnitude will obviously take time, and it will be costly. So part of what we've also heard from the U.S. president is that his administration has been in touch with lawmakers on this. And despite threats of a government shutdown and certainly some tension between Congress and the Trump administration, the president expects an emergency spending package will be swiftly approved. Here's what he said on Monday.
We are one American family. We hurt together. We struggle together. And believe me, we endure together. We are one family. To the people of Texas and Louisiana, we are 100% with you.
And he expects also that a spending package will be swiftly passed through Congress. Now, we know representatives from Texas have indicated they're actually already working to draft a request for an emergency package, although they have no idea how much money will be needed. But, for example, in the past, $110 billion, Heather, was authorized by Congress following Hurricane Katrina.
Aarti in Washington, thank you very much.